I do a lot of flying. Delta is my preference. And because I fly Delta so much, I get benefits, perks. You know, I get my bags first. I get to board the plane first. And so usually when I board a plane, I'm the only one on there. Or maybe 2 or 3 other people may be on the plane. So there's no one sitting in my row. And so what happens is I find my seat, I sit down, and immediately I start praying to the airplane gods. God, please let the person sit next to me be sane, don't have a body odor, and don't let them talk me to death. And then I start watching the aisle of the plane like a hawk. And so I'm sitting there one day and I see this white kid walking down the aisle. Now, what was disturbing to me wasn't the fact that he was white. It was the fact that he had those big gauges in his ears, and he came and sat down right next to me. Now, I have a remedy when I don't want to be bothered on the plane. I act like I'm asleep. And so as I'm acting like I'm asleep, he taps me on the shoulder. He said, hey, man, this is my first time ever being on a plane. What am I supposed to do? I said, man, let me see your ticket. He gave me his ticket. I looked at it. I said, when we get to Atlanta, it's going to be a lady at the gate with Delta on her shirt. Why don't you ask her? And I went back to sleep because I wanted nothing to do with him. And he tapped me on the shoulder again. He said, hey, man, so what do you do for a living? I said, God dog it. And so I said, man, I'm a speaker and an author, real just nonchalant, not engaged. And he said, wait a minute, hold up. He said, you're a speaker? Like a motivational speaker? I said, yeah, why? He said, man, I'm on heroin. And he said, I'm on my way to a clinic in Detroit for the next 12 months. And it's crazy because God thought enough of me to give me my own motivational speaker for a whole hour. And when he said heroin, something on the inside of me clicked on. You got to remember, my mom was on drugs. And so it didn't matter how he smelled, what he looked like. I saw a soul. I gave him my book. I encouraged him. I don't know what happened to that young man. Educators, please do your best to try not to judge your students when they walk in with gold teeth and they pants sagging and they got tattoos, because honestly, if you've never sat down and had a conversation with them and asked them about their past, you don't have the right to judge them.